Good evening. Welcome back to the Orleans County Corruption-Brady list. Tonight, it is time to expose Judge Unhonorable Dawn Keppler. It's not going to be pretty. Feelings are going to be hurt. Emotions are going to probably win the night. So let's begin. This is a brief study, so I need you to focus. Let's start right here. Exposing Shelby Town Judge Dawn Keppler. Number 1, Judge, why do you claim in one instance that you called 911 without knowing Ortiz was involved? Then you turn around in another instance stating you called 911 reporting defendant Ortiz was creating a disturbance in your courtroom. You also indicate, Judge, what's with the inconsistencies here? Also, why call 911 when you have armed security constables in your courtroom? Did court constables report any disturbances to you, Judge? Who reported this disruptive behavior to you, Judge, causing you to call 911 since you were not in the room? Judge Keppler's inconsistencies on the record can't be easily explained, and oh, how I can't wait for the 911 recorded call by Judge Keppler to be compared to these statements she made on the record. Guess what? I got the documents. Let's have a look. First of all, my attorney files a motion in court for her to recuse herself. We already got rid of the DA. Later, Sansone. So, the judge rules that under judiciary law, in the absence of a legal disqualification by reason of interest or consanguinity, a trial judge is the sole arbitrator of the need for recusal. Now, I'd like to draw your attention to the part here that it says, the defense has raised no legal or factual basis for recusal. The motion was denied. The court is not aware of any accusations against the defendant regarding the disruption in the court. There were no charges filed regarding this. The court is not aware of any accusations against the defendant, Judge? Okay, it is time to expose. Here we go. First of all, the judge calls 911 herself. It is the judge, Dawn Keppler, who calls 911. Complaint to Judge Dawn Keppler. Calls 911 to complain about Judge Keppler having trouble with defendant, requesting assistance, Ken Ortiz. So I asked the judge, Judge, did you call the police on me tonight? And the court responds, Judge Keppler tells me on the record, these are the minutes, she says, I called 911 because there was a disturbance in the courtroom. I have a clearer picture of these minutes. But I didn't know it was you. I was on a Zoom call, and she's lying here. She didn't know it was me. She's the one who called 911. She is the one, here I asked her on the record, the defendant, me, I'm in court, and I would just like to know if you called 911 on me tonight. And the court's response right here is, here's what the judge says. I called 911 because there was a disturbance in the courtroom. I didn't know it was you. And then she turns around, Dawn Keppler turns around and says that she didn't know it was me. She wasn't aware. Now remember, she says she wasn't aware. There's no evidence that the court is aware of any protesting. Oh, she also, yeah. Let me not go there yet. C, the court is not aware of any accusations against the defendant regarding the disruption in the court. That is just that's ridiculous. That she can't be allowed to get away with that. And she's denied my request for her to recuse herself. And let's have a look at Judge Dawn Keppler's posts on her Facebook page. Here's a post from Dawn Keppler. We're going to Mexico to vote in their elections and demand free health care while waving the American flag. If they ask for our papers, we'll riot, attack police, and sue them. You up for a road trip? That's Dawn Keppler post. Dad, if socialism doesn't work, why do some people still support it? Because they don't work. That's what it says down there. But anyways, you know, she's very political. She gets racist. She's got a lot to say about these farmers down here in Zimbabwe. How she's just, you know, if you listen to this. These protesters were blocking a bus. Watch Portland police save their lives. You know, that's not funny. That's not funny at all. And she supports Trump. And I'd like to ask her, Dawn, Ms. Keppler, were you at the rally? The rally. You know, and, right. So this judge, she's very biased. She's very political. She's aware. She's trying to tell me she's not aware of my protests. She's very political. She's online. And how dare she say she's not aware? As she states right here, there's no evidence aware of any protesting by the defendant. But, you know, my attorney tells her, Judge, you know full well. But lastly, I mean, the fact that she's saying that she's not aware of any accusations against the defendant, she did make an accusation against me. It's ridiculous. Judge Dawn Keppler called 911 on me. She said I was creating a disturbance in her courtroom. She goes back and then says she's not aware of any accusations. It's not honorable. It's not honorable for a judge to do that. And I'm going to be writing articles about it, follow-ups, and calling the Judicial Commission on Conduct because of this judge's conduct. And I went on her Facebook page, and she says red meat has the risk of, it has the risk of depression if you eat red meat, you know. And she how dare her say that beef could be the perfect food to prevent Alzheimer's? You know, and this judge saying that she's not aware of me protesting. She's very, very political. And she is aware of me protesting, and I'm calling her on it. I'm calling her on the fact that she is aware of cop watcher Kenny, the protester in Orleans County. Yeah, she's saying she's not aware. And that's an outright lie because she is aware. Matter of fact, one of the plea bargain agreements was for me not to film the police anymore during the Francis case when I was filming the police and went to jail where I was assaulted, charged with terrorism, was worked out and thrown out and deals made. Right, Ambrose? Remember when you had to uncuff me? But in any case here, she's saying she's not aware of any protests by cop watcher Kenny. There's no evidence that the court's aware of any protesting. The court is not aware of any accusations against the defendant regarding the disruption in the court. She's the one who called 911. The judge, it's ridiculous. And then she's going to claim that we haven't raised any legal or factual. I mean, I produced the minutes. I get the call log record. It was the judge who called 911. I asked